Hi guys, and welcome to my new storage unit. Let's have a look inside and see how I set up my reselling business. So I'm going to go through how I've set it up in here. It is 14 foot by 8 foot, so it's not massive, but there is room to grow. And this is what we've done at the moment. It doesn't mean it's going to stay like this. We want to try and find the most efficient way. So first of all, we have the packing bench. This is where we have the orders, so when we're going out. I also do the listing here, so I created a little bit of a kind of like an office. Labels come out of the bottom. We have all our supplies underneath here, so postage labels, extras, loads and loads of bags, tape. I then have all the stuff ready to photograph on the chair. It's gets rid of the creases. It's not the best way to do it, but there is a reason why that is there. We have a flat lay system, which is what I think is the best and most efficient. I've used all the different types of ways on the wall, on the floor. We've been doing that for months now, haven't we, until we had this unit, which has been tough on the back and knees. But for me, this is the most efficient. I managed to do each item in about just over 2 minutes, so pretty quick. And I use a kind of like a U system for my photography setup. So I start here, grab the item, put it on, photograph it, measure it, goes into a bag, straight into the box here, nice and quick. So I'm barely moving, so that's why I've got it here. It's not ideal, it's taking up a lot of space, but I like it, so that's the way I've done it. So we also sell shoes, so I've got 2 tubs of shoes, and that is kind of my maximum, so I won't buy any more shoes unless it's something really good. I hate having shoes, I don't know why, but they're good money most of the time. Items in here all skewed up, so nice and quick when we get the orders come in. My wife's stuff's over in the corner, let's not talk about that. She's laughing behind the phone because it's a mess, but it's fine. We're going to go through it and we're going to get her into the new SKU system as well. So yeah, we have plenty of room to grow. We're currently at nearly 500 listings for my business anyway, and we have probably about another 150, 200 in terms of space, and then we have more space here to put another around about 400 items, and then obviously, as I said, we've got room to expand here, so I think we can get easily in here, I want to say 2,000 items, but we'll see. But there is space to grow, and we also have the option to have another one of these units, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, because this is a metal unit and it's called a cabin, ex-Panda cabin. This isn't a sponsored video, and we have the ability to add an additional unit with an interlocking system, so if we do grow, we can put another unit out there. All right, so why did I choose this unit? So this is a cabin from Panda Buildings. They do metal units, cabins, home offices, all sorts of things. It's not a sponsored video, by the way. And I wanted something that was going to be installed fast, and this was installed within 2 hours. Wanted something that was insulated. I want something that I didn't have to treat like a conventional log cabin. And I wanted something that I could potentially expand, and I did mention that earlier. You have an interlocking system which you can expand and create one long one, which is, I think, a fantastic idea. And last of all, price. The price was pretty good. We'll sit down and go through the figures later. We have to talk about the base as well. Obviously, you have to get a base to make sure that it sits on and is level. We've got 2 big windows, nice and warm in here. It's secure. It's got a drainage system, like an internal drainage system, so when it rains it goes down, and it is fantastic. So yeah, really pleased with it so far. All right, so how much did it all cost? So first of all, the base for this to go on was £1,300, and that is a pretty good deal based on some of the quotes that I had. Some of the quotes were like over £3,000, which is absolutely ridiculous for a 14 by 8 foot base. The unit itself was just under £6,000 including VAT. And the best thing is, and part of the reason why I chose to go with this company, they work with a like a leasing company, so I pay a monthly cost for this just over £250. I can't remember the exact figures, and obviously with insurance as well, just over £250 a month. And at the end of 2 years, I pay one final fee, and I then own the unit. So I'm not forking out just over £6,000 in one chunk, and that's all my cash flow kind of gone into this unit. So I didn't want to do that. That's part of the reason why I went with these guys. As I said, not a sponsored video, but they were really good. And in terms of how much it costs for self-storage, I was paying yeah, just over £200 for an 80 square foot unit, and this is considerably bigger than that. And at the end of 2 years, I'm going to own it, which is fantastic. And then I don't pay anything else after that. So yeah, I do think this is a fantastic solution for any resellers out there looking to potentially get storage, or you want to move out with your self-storage like we did. I think it is a no-brainer in my opinion, and I don't have to worry about treating it, which I can't stand. We did paint the outside because it was green, but they do have grey available, but you have to wait a little bit longer, so we wanted the speed. But yeah, overall really happy, and moving forward we have a bit of space to grow, and that's the most important thing. And yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe got some value from it somewhere, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.